Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Dwarven Tavern Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Gorns, and I am standing atop the Dwarven Tavern at the Hellebroom pad, waiting for the Hellebroom to arrive to take me to the foot of Mount Gildane, where I will join Lisa Gorns, my co-host, and for our coverage of this year's Witchy 500th here on our 50th episode of Dwarven Tavern Radio. It is quite a monumental event. So while we're waiting, we're going to have some music, and we'll see what happens then. Welcome back. We are here in the Hellebroom, and we're traveling over the scary forest right now, looking down at the spectacular scenery. There's a nice cover of snow on everything. All the trees are white-topped, and you can see the elementals down there playing. And as we fly over the woods, we're approaching Mount Gildane, getting closer now. And it really is quite a spectacular scene. The devastation of the forest fire was quelled by Mother Nature Incorporated. It seems that she probably has some bets going or something as to whether or not the Witchy 500 is going to go on. So she definitely took care of that fire post haste. And we're approaching the foot of the mountain where we can see the contestants, and we can see the crowd beginning to gather. The excitement in the air is almost as palpable as the cold up here. And so we're going to sit down, and we will be back when we will join Lisa Goins already at the scene. I can see her down there now. Yeah. So, we'll be right back, and we'll be at the scene and at the starting gate of the Witchy 500.
Being an archenemy is a big job. It takes hours of careful prep and practice just to get you ready for the up-and-coming epic battle, and sometimes for that big getaway. But are you just not satisfied with sneaking up on them and going, boo? We can fix that. Just call or fax us at Will-O-Wisp & Sons. We take pride in working the lighting and scenery of your fortress or forest so that you can get the best entrance possible. We guarantee your arch nemesis will think it's a whole new adventure. Our number is 1-800-Will-O-Wisp. Ask about the full battle package and our seasonal deals. Operators are standing by.
And we're back with the Dwarven Tavern, www.dwarventavern.net. And we're the only ones that are covering the Witchy 500. And today is the race day, and the broom handle positions are as followed. Hattie Black with qualifying speeds of 175. Barbara, they're coming for you. Goins, qualifying speed 250. Yimpity McKilimpity, qualifying speed 150. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Guy Moeller, qualifying speeds 250. The rest of the witches are falling behind in rows of 4 behind the broom handle positions, starting with Magnificent Dragon, qualifying speed of 98. As you all know, Miss Dragon was top speed of 258 last year, and this puts her up a notch behind the broom handle position. Catchy Phrase, qualifying speed of 110. This is a newcomer. I believe it could be a rookie. We don't have much information on this particular contestant. Amma Yort Odd One, qualifying speed 150. Evil Queen, qualifying speed 125. The next row, we have Old Gazilda Crook, qualifying speed of 124. Haggadah Sticky, qualifying speed 124. Martha Bittersweet's qualifying speed of 124. Hildegard Muffintuff's qualifying speed of 123. Behind that, the last row, bringing up the rear, is the Good Witch of the South, qualifying speed of 114. Summer Days, qualifying speed of 113. Dawn Horizons, qualifying speed of 112. And Good Witch Mary, as you can hear, just came onto the field, qualifying speed of 30, who always finishes last. Next up, judges. The judges are appointed from within the WWA. The following countries being represented today are Germany, Nashville from the United States, Cote d'Ivoire, Taiwan, Egypt, Chile, Romania, Australia, Morocco, and Trinidad. Judges vote 1 point for the Swan Dive performances based on criteria formulated by the WWA. Judges can only vote 1 point for a total of 10 points for each contestant. If a judge is unable to perform their duty for any reasons, the polo judges on standby will promptly replace them for the week of the race. Some of the sponsors of today's race bringing you sponsorship and products are Gorgon, Baby Fryer, Willow-Wisconsin Sons, Oni & Co., Archangels Incorporated bringing you Oath, Bless Shoes, Smite Guard, Horrible Soul Sucking. Track starts at 500-foot Mount Gedane base. Then the first curve passes the Dwarven Tavern with the Hellebroom pad. Down on the right, stretch to the second curve, and up in altitude to curve 3 with the Swan Dive, and down into Rosemary's Claw. Passing the judges and passing over the Scary Woods, and the Zombie Party back in the straight stretch to the 750-foot finish, and on into the Poison Apple Seed Pit Road for Victory. Racetrack enclosure with Will-O-Wisp Invisible Force Barrier. Encases the racetrack to help prevent the racers from driving over the fans, but can slow to 69 speed, but doesn't control things from ejecting from the broom. Racers can eject prior to hitting the barrier, and the sky's the limit. Okay, and now we're going to go down to Poison Apple Seed Pit Row, where we're going to see Mr. B, who's going to do the opening ceremonies of the Witchy 500. Take it away, Mr. B.
Well, Mr. B is getting ready for the announcement to start the race. We want to mention that this year's pace vehicle is from Cinder El La Industries. It's a 2-door coach sporting a 6-horse engine with spinning wheel caps and monster lift kit. It can reach speeds of 0 to 200 in 0.8 seconds. It will open the Witchy 500 in the pace lap and then break off into the Poison Apple Seed Pit Road so fans can get a good look at it. It will be given away to one lucky ticket holder at the race. And now we join Mr. B as he starts the race for us. Mr. B, take it away.
Thank you. Hello everyone and welcome. Everyone, hello. Hello. Silence! I said silence. Thank you. Now that I have your attention, I would like to welcome everyone to this year's Witchy 500, brought to you by the WWA, the World Witches Association. Now as the pace vehicle gets started, witches, mount your broom! Alright. Okay, you may now cheer!
And they are mounting up. You can see the pace vehicle pulling out.
And it's a beauty, Jeff. This two-door coach with a 6-engine and spinning cabs and monster lift kick. It is so cool. And it is starting to take off at the lap speed, which is 91 miles an hour. And it's going to get a good head start. And the witches will be following around one lap around the track at the pace speed of 91 miles an hour, or a little bit close to that.
Yeah, it takes them a little bit to get up to that speed. Some of those brooms, though, have quite the acceleration power.
Yes, they do. And once the pace car goes into the poison appleseed pit row section, the race is on in full force. And the crowd is moving back a little bit away from the area, giving the witches ample space. Everybody's taking formation. And
well, you never know what's going to fly off of those brooms.
Never know. And the pace car is out. Yes, it's beautiful. It's taking off.
And here they come. In the first position is Hattie Black. Yeah, very good. And next up is Barbara Goins. They are coming for you, Goins. And we can hear her music playing in the background as she rolls up to the starting line. As we have said before, she's a longtime racer. She has a lockjawed auto poker dealer and bingo stamping bristle broom. This year's color of choice is a stylish jade and black handle with a built-in rumble seat for her grandchildren. Her broom is also accented with magic balls, machine guns, pearl-handled spinning butterfly knives, and satellite radio. Her motto is, if I can't win, no one will. Next up is Yimpin Mplikin, and I apologize for not having getting that name right.
She's famous for her Zen-like and organic potion. She's riding a traditional 100% thatched twig convertible. Adjustable seats allows for easy control. So she is one of the survivors of a newly bilateral leg amputee from last year's Zamboni accident.
After that, we see Guy Moeller.
Guy Moeller is an international tooth fairy consultant, honorary spokesperson for the Dental Association. Rides an animal broom with flossal bristles and emanates a slight mint aroma. Sponsored by the Fairies National Bank, helping fairies get loans for big wish needs.
Next up to the starting gate is Maleficent Dragon in the first up on the second row.
Yeah, she's riding an impaler, co-designed by her goddaughter's new husband. Sheer, sleek steel lining the body with razor bristles, trims out the broom nicely. Oh my gosh, she's bumping into Hattie. As we mentioned Hattie Black earlier, she's the owner of Swamp Witch Pharmaceuticals, currently retired. She's riding 100% Cypress with built-in lift kit and rear spoilers, and that lift kit really saved her from those razor steel bristles on Maleficent Dragon.
Yeah, Maleficent is starting out early in the race.
Yes, she is.
Okay, next up is Catchy Phrase.
Catchy Phrase is this year's rookie. She's riding an 05 brown broom with thatched bristles. As far as I can see, there's no external things, so that's going to be an interesting one to watch.
Okay, after her is Ima Yort Odd One.
Ima, she's the famous heir of the York dynasty, famous for their orc pork on the bottom yogurt, traditional holiday favorite. She is riding a 205 slimline cheese colored 200 bristle broom. Staying within the regulation, she's added a twig stick figure to her rear view magic mirror.
Okay, after her is Evil Queen.
Evil Queen. Yes, Bill, as everybody knows her around here. Gotta love her. She was last year's top speed winner. She established a 258 top speed, a record that hopefully we'll see broken today. She's riding a slick black 1414 built-in oil spray containers, turbo apple candy, red flamethrower, and magic mirror reflectors.
All right, now we're going to go over here, and in the third row we've got Old Gazelle the Crook. She's starting to crank up her radio.
Yes. As you can hear, Old Gazelda, she's a long-time qualifier here. She has scored the record for the most Swan Dive perfect 10s over Rosemary's Call. She's riding a wicked 1760 Hickory with mounted subwoofers, and ladies and gentlemen, you can hear her blasting. She's got a direct link to the Witchy 500 contestant radio. All our contestants have access to it if they do have satellite radio.
Okay, next to her is Agnes Sticky.
Agnes Sticky, famous international gingerbread house winner and caterer entrepreneur and inventor of comfy cages and carriers. She has held the broom handle position 9 times, but this year she's not in that position. She's only lost 1 of the 9 times, and as you can see, her and old Gazelda do not get along. They're already bumping brooms.
Bumping into each other.
Yes, she's riding an adjustable ash walnut car broom with built-in food delivery baskets and adjustable sidecar. Oh gosh, she's already throwing gingerbread at Gazelda.
Okay, next up we have Martha Bittersweets, and she's got a jamming sound system too.
Yes, she does. All right, she's rocking out. This year she's riding a sporting jagged capo knotted pine with subwoofer satellite radio, and she has a pine-scented air freshener, so she doesn't have to breathe the fumes of the scary woods. As you notice, the jagged capo holds onto the knotted pine. She has a 2-handled broom. She's the only one in the Witchy 500 that has that.
That's right. And after her, it looks like we've got Hildegard Muffin Stuff.
Yes, Hildegard Muffin Stuff. Longtime professional rider. She is riding a Matrix Light Green with adjustable speeds, nitro injectors. Everybody's going to watch out for those today. Mach capabilities, and she holds many wins here at the Witchy 500.
And as we progress, the crowd is getting a little more anxious because up comes a favorite, one of the favorites, maybe not to win, but certainly a favorite of the crowd. Yeah, here she is. It's the Good Witch of the South.
Yeah, look at everybody cheering. They just love her. All right. She's riding a Neo Retro 60 look kit. LED light. Her favorite color is purple. Mirror disco ball, which she has just lowered, flashing out the color purple. Nitro injectors and peace emblem engraved. As everybody silence as she runs her hand over in a moment of silence. Purple accent light. She is wearing her tie-dye purple race outfit. She is definitely known as the Party Witch. She is hosting and has been hosting the Tipsy Cauldron gig that has been going on before and during the qualifying rounds. And hopefully we'll have a big splash at the end. Yes, if you can hear, the crowd is starting to get motivated. She's taking off.
They really love her. They really love her. Next up is Summer Days.
Summer Days is the Witch of the Northeast, riding a cozy Savannah breeze.
Next up is Dawn Horizons.
Dawn Horizons is a ruling witch of the East and well-known Kansas home interior decorator. She's riding a Tornado 411 from the Whispering Wind collections. As is Summer Days, her broom is also from the Whispering Wind collections.
Yeah, she does basements, doesn't she?
I believe so.
Next up is everybody's favorite, is Ghost Witch Mary.
Ghost Witch Mary, honorary participant after a fatal crash on her floor, landed pregnant 100-year-old hickory tree 400 years ago. She's got a lot of supporters, as you can hear them here, Jeff. Listen to them, they just love this lady. She's sponsored by Castle Creations, and her Afterlife membership has been kept up by the members of the WWA.
How sweet.
Very sweet of them.
And now we're watching the paced vehicle take us around to the final lap, and as it gets ready to pull into the pit, we see that they're all chomping at the bit to get through. And here we go. The race is on. We have Hattie Black passing. There's Barbara, Gowans, Yip and McPiplin, Guy Moeller, followed by Maleficent Dragon, Catchy Phrase, I'm a Yort Odd One Evil Queen, Old Griselda Crook Agnes Sticky, Martha Bittersweet, Hildegard Muffin Stuffs. I'm worried about those speakers. I think
I don't know. Go ahead.
the Good Witch of the South just rolled by, and Summer Days.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no, Summer Days she has just fallen off her broom. Dawn Horizons flicked by, and Ghost Witch Mary is probably going to be joined next year. It doesn't look good for Summer Days. Oh no, it looks as though summer days impacting with the mountains and probably in conjunction with the deep subwoofers has caused an avalanche. There is an avalanche on Mount Gildane.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to commercial.
Available now. Bless Yous, the chew with the ooh. Pre-blessed, 100% benevolent tissues made of top quality fabric straight from Cloud9. Do what's right. Use Bless Yous. Made by Archangel Incorporated.
Bless Yous, the chew with the ooh.
And we are back at a safer distance. Hattie Black is out in front, followed by Barb Goins, followed by Guy Moeller and Yimpity McClemity.
All right, well, the spells are flying already. It seems that Barb Goins has hit Hattie Black in the back with some magic missiles, and Hattie does not look pleased.
And no, and what's that? Yimpity, she's throwing chain lightning to Guy Moeller, which radiates the Barb Goins into Hattie.
Boy, she nailed them all.
There's a lot of smoke coming from the front of the pack. Oh no, look, Guy Moeller, he's pulling out a wand. Oh, he drops his wand.
Almost fell. He almost lost it on that one. He should have used his natural magic. Hattie Black, she pulls back and magic missile to Yemeni. And as they progress on, Maleficent Dragon, catchy phrase, I'm a Yort Odd One, and Evil Queen pull up the rear, and it looks as though that's an awful tight turn. Oh no! Catchy phrase has just hit the barrier.
And she was clocked at doing 146 miles, and of course everybody knows that once you hit the barrier, you come down to a slow of 69. Her broom and her body was taken apart. There was approximately 593 people in the way under the barrier. And record right now, we're getting reports of 35 injured people, and yes, the witch doctors are out, and the Yellow Prince is out on the track.
Yes, he's flailing his arms, and the crowd is watching as the witches slow to a cautious pace.
And out comes the pace vehicle again. Once again, we will tell you it is from Cinderella Industries. It's a two-door coach sporting a 6-horse engine with spinning wheel caps monster lift kit. It can reach speeds of 0 to 200 in 0.8 seconds.
And it seems as though the barrier was intended as a safety measure, but instead has been a death warrant for another one of the witches from the Witchy 500. She hit that barrier and slowed to a tremendous velocity.
And all the racers are slowing down, coming back in line. Everybody is, of course, slowing down to take a look. Yes, everybody is slowing down, looking over, and with that, we'll go to commercial.
Hundreds of people out there get into fights on a regular basis. Hundreds more are tired of toiling over those pesky bloodstains on that stained shirt or altar. Tired of having to throw away perfectly good weapons because of blood rust? Well, no more. They have never tried Gorgon. Satisfied customers say.
Well, I used to be like that until I started using Gorgon. It cuts right through even the most built-up gore stains. I didn't even have to buy new flooring.
No more scrubbing. Don't hold up your daily activities anymore. Use Gorgon, guaranteed to get those altars spotless. Try our festive new bile colors, altar not included.
Festive bile colors. Well, we're back in the race.
And the Yellow Prince is back in, and the pace car's back. And we're on lap 2, going into the second turn.
And it looks as though Evil Queen has turned around, and she looks like she's casting something. What kind of...
It looks like it's a sleet storm, and she's aiming it at Dragon, and I'm a Yort.
And it covers them with sleet, and they're temporarily...
What's that? I'm a Yort. She's throwing... I don't know. I can't tell. But Evil Queen, she's slipping. She's falling off her broom.
She fired a ray of some sort that it looked like it just sapped her strength right away.
And what's this? What's Dragon doing?
She's pulling out a wand.
And she's firing it at Ima.
Ooh, lightning.
Oh.
She had a wand of lightning hidden in her sash, it looks like,
and the
Ima
smoke is trailing behind Ima, but she's managing to hang on.
She is hurt. Coming up behind them,
we have Haggadah Sticky, and she's throwing fireballs, and she's aiming them at... I can't see. There's an ice storm in the way.
Yeah, it seems as though that Gazilda Crook has cast an ice storm that has absolutely obliterated Martha Bittersweets and Hildegard Muffletuff. She is off the broom, and there goes Hagnes Sticky and Martha Bittersweets. All three of them have been knocked off their brooms by the ice storm from Gazilda Crook.
And as we all know, you have to be on your broom to win this race.
So we will, they're sending out the rescue team to see if there are any survivors from that
And the
devastating
Yellow Prince is
attack.
back out, and so is the Pace vehicle.
Are you evil? Are you really evil? And not just the common dime store kind of evil? Do you stay up late worrying that the man upstairs might smite you? Are you tired of continually fighting off the forces of good that just happen to have your number? Afraid that that number might just be up? Talk with your local witch doctor to see if Smite Guard is right for you. Use Smite Guard once a week for lasting protection. All side effects were mild and may include gaining a sense of mercy, justice, or a glowing halo. Please use responsibly, for temporary redemption may occur, not for children under 20. Watch all your attic problems disappear with Smite Guard.
All right, we are back on lap 3 of the Witchy 500.
And we are going into the third curve, and the swan dives are optional at this point. We have Good Witch of the South, Ghost Witch Mary, and Dawn Horizons. And Good Witch of the South pulls out a wand of magic missiles, aims it at Dawn Horizons.
And they all impact. And she seems to be okay, but she is retaliating with an ice storm. She seems to have taken some measures from the previous contestants, and boy, that really took its toll on the Good Witch of the South.
Yeah,
she doesn't look well.
No, she's hanging in there, but here comes Ghost Witch Mary, and she's going into the third turn, and she's making a swan dive. And the judges are rating. She gets a 1, ladies and gentlemen.
She gets a 1, but what does she care? She's just here for the fun, I believe. All right, now we'll turn our attentions back up to the front,
where Guy Moeller's got the lead. He's just past the judges, and he's heading over to Scary Woods. He is shooting fireballs at Yippin' Yiminy.
Oh my goodness, she took that straight in the face. I can't believe it. And her broom is on fire, and she is going down.
Yeah, Yippin' Yiminy is riding 100% Batch convertible. She's going straight into the Scary Woods. And the Scary Woods is on fire.
She is down. Yippin' is out of the race. And we're going to send the Yellow Prince back out onto the track. So.
And here comes Space Car. We will go to a commercial.
Do you suffer from annoying neighbors? Just happen to have disembodied demon souls floating around? Not have any minions to do your bidding? You're not alone. Just stop at your local witch doctors and ask them if the orbital soul sucking is right for you. One simple operation, you have the power to suck out people's souls. It also allows you to replace that empty space with those seemingly useless disembodied demon souls to create ready-to-serve minions. Orbital soul sucking is not right for everyone, and some side effects may occur. Symptoms may include dry mouth, nausea, and random bursts of maniacal laughter.
And we're back, and the race is picked back up, and Barb Goins has cut loose on Guy Moeller with, it's Guy Molar, he wanted us to say, and I'm afraid that's going to be posthumously because Barb Goins just hit him with her auto razor card dealer and just split him up the middle like a cold fish. And their cards are flying into the audience, into the spectators, and it looks like we've got some injuries.
And the witch doctors are on the scene. We have a report of 18 people injured, and Guy Moeller is joined the zombie party. Malar has joined the zombie party. Him and Mama Carice are boogieing down.
And Hattie it looks as though she's casting a spell down into the party, and she has disrupted Guy Molar. He is down for the second time. And Hattie Black, she must have really had it in for Guy.
Well, you know, it takes when you're following somebody on a broom and they're emitting that minty flavor, it just kind of gets the best of you.
Yeah, that minty flavor annoys me.
Well,
it reminds me of being in a dentist's office.
Yeah, and he was turning and spitting a lot.
Yeah, he was. So I guess Guy just didn't have a chance. And now I'm at Yord is pulling up next to old Gazelda Crook and firing that same ray that she just took out Maleficent Dragon.
But unfortunately, she's a little too close, and old Griselda is reaching over with her burning hands, grabs a hold of Amma Yord's 205 Slimline cheese-colored 200 bristle broom made of plastic. To stay in regulation, she had added her twig figure, and as we can see, the twig figure is going up in smoke, and so is the broom. And Amma Yord is falling, and she's out of the race.
And there's another fire in the scary woods.
Well, it looks like we're kind of in the zombie area of catching that on fire as well.
That's a shame. That's a shame. Anna York is out of the race.
And the witch doctors are moving over to see if she's okay.
And it looks as though Dawn Horizons is casting a fireball. And
she's aiming at the Good Witch of the South.
But the Good Witch has just hit her nitro injectors.
And she's out of there. She banks the curve at the zombie party. She's in the straightaway and leaving Dawn in her dust.
And not only that, she's also passed Hattie Black, Barbara Gorns, and old Zelda Crook as they are vying for apparently what is now second place. And old Gazelda Crook has fallen off her broom thanks to the Good Witch of the South.
And the cheers, and everybody's thrilled.
Yeah, old Gazelda, she was not a very nice person, so everybody's pretty happy about her.
I mean, come on, she's a witch. Of course she's not a nice person.
Well, they're all witches. And Barb Goins cuts loose with her machine guns, and she is trying to tear Hattie off her broom, but she misses, and the crowd goes wild.
And out of the way.
And ducking for cover. But it looks like about 10 people were injured on that little strafe.
And the witch doctors are out once again.
I don't think they've ever gone back in.
No, I don't think so.
And Hattie Black has cast a spell.
Turning around and hitting Barb Goins.
With a huge sphere of flame, it looks like, and Barb is singed.
And the smoke is coming off her poker dealer.
And the fireball, the ball of fire, is falling back down to the earth, and it's going into the scary woods.
Which raises up the flames, and Mother Nature's on the scene.
If you have a party to go to and not have any cool transportation, make sure you call 1-800-ONI&CO to rent, buy, or rent to own your own classy demon monster steed. Hand-trained and hand-fed with 100% real Girl Scouts. Only real, top-quality Oni are sold here, and many species options are available so that you can almost personalize your ride. We also carry thousands of different products so you can keep your steed looking like it was just summoned. Call 1-800-ONI&CO for more information.
Okay, we are back with the action, and Barb Goins has just launched a pearl-handled spinning butterfly knife.
Here in the straightaway on the last end of the track.
And it hits Hattie in the arm, in the right arm, and it looks like her arm is off. Her arm is off, and she is falling. The Yellow Prince
is out on the
back
track.
on track. You know, he's seen more action than the rest of them.
Yes, that's true.
And Barb Goins has just hit the brakes and attempted to knock Dawn Horizons off her broom with her bingo stamping broom brush, and Dawn has hung on, but she is going to retaliate. She is. She's getting hit bad. She's got a big purple mark right in the middle of her forehead. It's funny. But apparently she doesn't feel funny about it because Dawn has just cut loose with a burning hand spell that has singed Barbara to the bone. She's okay, though. I think she's going to be okay. And her broom seems to have resisted the fire pretty well. She must have heat treated it. So.
It's untelling with that woman. Like she says, if she can't win, nobody will.
And the Good Witch of the South seems to be out in front. And the Barb and the Dawn Horizons, they don't seem to be concerned about winning at this point. They just want to be able to take each other out.
That's true, and Ghost Witch Mary's bringing up the rear in 4th place.
And Barbara Goins has just thrown a handful of magic balls at Dawn Horizons.
The Wicked Witch of the East.
One of the balls connects, and there's a huge explosion, and Dawn is burnt horribly.
And she's hanging on to her broom for everything she's worth.
But her broom is on fire.
Ooh.
The broom is on fire, and I think Dawn is going down.
Wait a minute. One of the balls has just hit the crowd.
And a number of people have just been singed. Actually, they're burnt to a crisp. The people around them are singed. It looks like 6 or 7 people are going to be sent to the morgue. It is the morgue. It's officially the morgue. They are burnt to a crisp. But that's what their insurance is for.
For over a millennia, heroes of good have fought the legions of evil. We have strived to put down the forces of darkness, but how many times have you had to buy new armor when demons don't repent quietly? Has the constant fighting darkened your halo? Please call this toll-free number now to get your free sample of Oath, the Unbreakable Clean. We guarantee your complete satisfaction so that we back this product with an eternal warranty. Call now. 1-800-777-GATE. Archangel Incorporated. We're always watching over you.
We are back with the action, and the Good Witch of the South has just cast a spell here at the 5th lap of the Witchy 500, and it looks like the satellite radio has just expanded. It's enlarging to huge proportions, and Barb is trying to maintain control, but she just can't keep it up. It looks like her broom is slowing and losing altitude, and Barb Goins is going to be out of the race.
And she coasts into the Dwarven Tavern.
She coasts into the Dwarven Tavern. Apparently she's going to have a drink because there's nothing else to do.
She knows she's out of the race.
She's out of the race.
Throwing a high-class party with a minimum budget? Need a creative but cheap main course? Well, all that can be solved by a short trip to your local adoption agency and a quick detour to your local appliance store. How can this be accomplished, you say? The Baby Fryer. A simple yet unique device that will give you that crispy golden skin and soft inside that you thought you could only find at an expensive restaurant. Just clean and powder your baby, then dip in the Baby Fryer's unique blend of hot oils. A fast, inexpensive meal in just minutes. Call 1-800-DOOR-CONVENIENCE for more information. Orphans not included.
The views and opinions expressed by the sponsors and guests of Dwarven Tavern Radio do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the cast and the crew and the producers and the cooks and the food of the Dwarven Tavern Radio show.
And we are back, and right now it is up to
Ghost Witch Mary and the Good Witch of the South.
And they are cruising at a very comfortable speed. They're not taking any chances.
We're on the 5th lap.
Of course, Good Witch Mary doesn't have to take chances.
That's true.
She's already paid her piper. But it looks like the Good Witch is slowing down. Why is she? Okay, they're approaching the finish line,
Which is a 700-foot base at Mount Gadang.
and it looks as though. Ah, my goodness, what a gesture. It looks as though the Good Witch is slowing down and allowing Ghost Witch Mary to pass her up.
And Ghost Witch Mary crosses the race.
She crosses the finish line.
And we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. It's Ghost Witch Mary.
For the very first time, Ghost Witch Mary has finished first.
And the crowd cheers.
The crowd goes wild. And Ghost Witch Mary, now, okay, I'm getting word from our judges.
Seems to be a problem.
There's a little problem. It seems that Ghost Witch Mary can't officially win because you have to have 51%
of your body.
of your body
With your broom.
with your broom, and Ghost Witch Mary she's incorporeal, so she cannot officially win, but it looks as though by default that the Good Witch of the South has made the day. She has taken the title, even though she's allowed she has allowed the Ghost Witch to win the race. And wait a minute, there's a beam of light shining down through the clouds and striking. It is shining on the Ghost Witch Mary. It seems that she has stuck around all this time just long enough to win one race. It seems that she's finally being allowed to cross over.
And along with her are all the injured members of the fans, and they are going with her. It's quite a parade. Quite a sight to see here at the Witchy 500. Ladies and gentlemen, the fans that were escorted away to the board are leaving, and it is a party as the Good Witch of the South makes a victory lap around the lap one more time and goes into the Poison Appleseed Pit Road.
And that's it for the Witchy 500 this time around. The Good Witch of the South has taken the first place prize, and all of the ore that the dwarves have mined up for the purse this year, and all the sponsors have put together, and she's walking away with the prize.
That's right. And also too, she is handing the keys of the pace cars to a lucky fan. Quite elated and joyed as they're trying to drive away.
And let's just wish them luck and hope that this pace car lasts past midnight.
That's true.
And so that is it for the Witchy 500.
We'd like to thank all our sponsors: Gorgon, Baby Fryer, Willow Wisp & Sons, Oni & Co., Archangels Incorporated, Oath Products, Bless You Tissues, Smite Guard, Orbo Soul Sucking. We'd like to thank Mr. B for doing the announcements and the opening ceremonies. We'd like to thank Nakadang Dwarves for participating and helping with the purse.
Actually, for not attacking while we were here.
That's true. We'd also like to thank the witch doctors for providing the life services on an individual basis needs. We'd also like to thank Poseidon's International Water Funds and insurance groups for providing insurance to all our ticket holders and racers.
We'd like to thank Cinder La Industries for providing us with a pace car, and Willow Wisp & Sons, Mother Nature Incorporated for providing us with the wonderful weather and keeping those forest fires at a minimum long enough for us to get the heck out of Dodge.
And we'd like to thank all our contestants: Olgazilla Crook, Evo Queen, Ready Beater, Haggard Sticky, Hattie Black, Nippy Turtle, Martha Bittersweets, Haggard Muffletubs, the Triplet Little Sisters 1, 2, and 3, Good Witch of the South, Barbara Goins. They're coming for you, Barbara. I'm a Your Odd One, Yumpin Yiminy, I think we got her name right that time, Summer Days, Dawn Horizons, Tabitha Witch, Samantha Witch, Mother, Linda Good Witch, Magnificent Dragon, Sun Horizons, Ghost Witch Mary, Gaia Molar, Rosita Kalicham, Orlando, Maria Josephine, Maras, Mama Carice, Catch E Phrase, and most of all, we'd like to thank our winner, the Good Witch of the South.
The Good Witch of the South. She's a good witch, and she deserves it. And with that, we're going to close off this edition of the Witchy 500.
We'd like to thank everybody for listening. You heard it here first at the Dwarven Tavern, www.dwarventavern.net.
And we're going to take a short break for a commercial, and we'll be back
with the after party. We're the judges from Germany, Nashville, USA, Cote d'Ivoire, Thailand, Egypt, Chile, Romania, Australia, Morocco, Trinidad. We'd like to thank all them, and we also like to thank the WWA once again for putting the whole thing together.
That's right. This whole thing would not take place without the organizational skills of the Elder Council of the World Witches Association.
And we'd like to thank them for all their participants. We'd like to thank everybody for trying out. We'd like to thank you, the fans, for participating.
And for those of you who survived, we'll see you back here again next year for this magnificent race. It's been a wonderful race. The weather was beautiful. And we're going to catch the next Hellabroom out of here, get the heck out of here. And
gonna go down to the Dwarven Tavern where the after party is beginning to start.
And we are going to break for a commercial. When we come back, we will be at the Dwarven Tavern, and we're probably going to get an interview with the Good Witch of the South and see how she likes to party afterwards. So we'll be right back.
Not satisfied with your evilness? Afraid you're getting soft? Well, fear no more. Keep your evils evil and that pesky heart as hard as a rock. Use Good Be Gone, guaranteed to wash out the nicest of tendencies and the sweetest of dreams. Brought to you by the same demons who brought you the Orbital Soul Sucking and the Baby Friar. Good Be Gone should not be used in conjunction with Smite Guard. Lord Dork and Minions, a family company.
All right, we are back in the tavern. The race is over, and here we are. We're sitting with the winner, the Good Witch of the South. Now, how should I address you? Would it be good? Would it be witch? Miss of the South? What would be your preferred manner of address?
I've always been called the Good Witch of the South. I wouldn't know what you called me, so you'd be the first one to actually call me anything shorter.
Okay. All right, well, Good Witch of the South. We'll just leave it at that. It's fine. So how do you feel about your spectacular win at today's race?
I was shocked that I actually won.
It was quite a surprise. It was quite a surprise.
I wasn't trying to win. At the end, I was like, well, she has never won before, so why not just let her win? Well,
apparently that's what the whole issue was. She crossed over because she had never won a race, and she always finished last. And so it was very magnanimous of you.
I don't know what that word means.
It means that you're the Good Witch of the South.
Okay. I'm not very good with vocabulary.
So what was your main strategy in attempting to win this race?
Not get killed, like everyone else.
That is apparently a good strategy, because only if you survive this year.
Not exactly what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting everybody to die.
That has rarely happened. It's happened in a few races, but this particular one, last year, that
was horrible.
Zamboni thing. But this year, and there have been a few races where the people, the contestants, were particularly vicious. And I believe that is the case with this one as well.
It happens every other year, it seems.
Yeah, it seems to be. So you yourself, you didn't really do much attacking in this race. Is that because you're a good witch? Is it?
Yeah. I don't like hurting people, and I like seeing people try to survive on the little that they have left.
Well,
but there's some people I just don't like.
Well, of course.
Like Guy Moeller, I didn't like it. Guy Moeller. Excuse me.
That's right. Well, he's gone now, so I guess there'll be a new Tooth Fairy takeover next year.
I hope so. I hope a nicer one will take over.
Well, he was a bit of a jerk, or a yank, as it were. Being a Tooth Fairy, he was more of a yank than a jerk. But I imagine both would work. So you didn't attack much. You just kind of flew through. The nitrous oxide really seemed to pay off.
Yeah.
The nitro injectors on your broom. I don't know exactly how that works.
Little jets next to the bristles on each side.
So how do you keep the bristles from catching fire?
Well, there's like this. It's kind of like a jelly mixture that I made up myself, and I put on the bristles so they don't burn or anything like that.
Oh, that's very, very clever.
It's one of my secrets.
Very
I
clever.
said I'd
Well,
tell
I guess
you some.
Yeah, you certainly did, and that's very cool, because you finished the race, and not only did you finish, but you actually won.
I was not expecting to win.
This was what, your fourth year in the race?
I don't know. Last year, I think this is my second year. Last year I was the rookie, I said.
Well, okay.
That's what people tell me.
That's what they tell you. Well, you're not a rookie anymore. This year you're a winner. And we certainly appreciate you taking the time to come in and chat with us. Do you have any advice for apparently there's going to be quite a few vacancies for tryouts next year.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice for anyone coming up and who might want to participate in next year's race?
Well, for anybody who's coming in, I always say, like, get good shields, have a good offense, and just try to get speed. Because if you can't really attack, if you have no opportunities, why try? Just go through. I mean, don't go out of your way to kill somebody.
That seemed to be a big hang-up with a lot of them. They were so busy trying to kill each other.
They lost. They died.
They
ran into walls.
Yeah, they ran into walls. They ran into the invisible barrier, which was intended as a safety precaution, but wound up being the
cause of death.
The cause of death, or at least
I'm gonna miss some of them because I was like talking to them a lot during tryouts and all that, and I got to be friends with a lot of them, and now most of them are gone, and I miss them.
Well, we still have crews out looking for possible survivors in the scary
parts
woods.
Of survivors.
Parts of survivors. Get those back together, but. So, we still haven't heard back from that, and we'll let all you listeners know about that as soon as we find out about who lived and who died. Yeah, we will eventually. It could happen. So, with that, I will let you go. I know you have a busy schedule, and you have to go to other places, and you've got blessings to bestow, I think. Bespow. Bispo.
Well, right now I'm just gonna go ready, and I'm going to this new thing up north where I'm showing the dwarves how to ride a broom. I'm giving like lessons.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I can.
But I'm the good witch, so I have to at least try.
Well, that's right. And if they want to do something,
well, I know they want to do it because most dwarves they wouldn't even say stuff like that because.
Yeah, that's
true. How they are.
This is true.
So if they really wanted to, they'd tell me, and if they tell me, I know they want to.
That's right. Dwarves don't mince words.
And they're little guys. They're not, like, short. They're just little bitty. Like, they were just born and stuff like that. They're little kids, and they saw the race, and they're, like, totally in love with brooms now. They're, like, all wearing little witches' hats and everything, running around. They're so cute.
Well, that's adorable. Well, we might try and catch up with you later and find out more about these lessons of yours and see how they're going.
All right, well, certainly keep in contact.
Well, please do.
I love coming to the radio.
You're always welcome here at the Dwarven Tavern, and you're always welcome as a guest. It's a standing invitation for you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Thanks for winning the race. Thanks for stopping by. And
you don't have to thank me for winning the race. I did that totally by accident.
Well, we can thank you because there are some that we really didn't want to win. And,
well, I didn't really do much of the killing. I just won.
Well, they took care of each other. They took care of each other.
Yeah, I just raced by.
Yeah, that's right. You zipped right through, under the radar, as it were. And so, with that, we're going to let you go.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
And thanks for stopping by.
Of course.
And we'll see you next time. That was the Good Witch of the South, who stopped by to give us a little bit of her insights and observations about the race, the Witchy 500. And just for all you gamers out there, want to let you know that all of the rules of the game that we played, that was the Witchy 500, was used in the D20 rules, the D20 system. And we did not know the outcome. Everything was rolled. It was all based on the sling of the dice, and what an exciting race it was. We will be publishing the rules if you want to conduct your own Witchy 500, and it'll be an open gaming license, and it'll be on a PDF, and it'll be a couple bucks, so you can enjoy the same. It's like the Witchy 500 play-at-home game. So we are going to do that for you here pretty soon. As time progresses, we will in fact be publishing those rules. We wanted to thank everybody who partook in the Witchy 500, and around the same time next year we're going to be running another race with another batch of witches, because only a few of them survived this time, so you know how that goes. And on behalf of the whole Team Dwarven Tavern, I am Jeff Goins, along with all the rest of them who are here in spirit, except for those who crossed over. And we'll let you know when we have the rest of the rules for the play-at-home game of the Witchy 500. And that way you can download the PDF and play it yourself and have your own witches or whomever. You make up your own rules. It is the D20 system. It is gaming, so the rules are quite flexible, as it were. So you can have your own fun, just like us, we here at the tavern. So on behalf of the whole Team Dwarven Tavern, I am Jeff Goins, cutting out so that we can go and check out the survivors to see if there are any. We've got search teams hither and yon. So until next time, just remember that we wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And remember that at first I feared it, then I charged. This has been Dwarven Tavern Radio. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.